Hi, and welcome to our lesson on multiplying and dividing integers with models. In today's lesson, we will represent operations with concrete models and connect the actions with the models to standardized algorithms. Our goals are to multiply and divide integers using number lines and counters, make connections and discover integer operation patterns, practice operations with integers. Our first example is to find the product of positive 2 times positive 4. We want to look at this as two groups of positive 4. Remember that multiplication can be rewritten as repeated addition. So positive 4 plus positive 4 is equal to positive 8. Remember that multiplication and division are related. So let's look at a corresponding division problem. Find the quotient of 8 divided by 2. We will take the total of 8 positives and split them into two equal groups. There are 4 positives in each group. Therefore, 8 divided by 2 is positive 4. On the number line, we will start at 0 and add 4 twice, landing at positive 8. Find the product of positive 2 times negative 4. We're looking for two groups of negative 4. Remember that this can be written as repeated addition, so negative 4 plus negative 4 gives us negative 8. A corresponding division problem is find the quotient of negative 8 divided by 2. We will take the total of 8 negatives and divide it into two equal parts. There are 4 negatives in each group. So negative 8 divided by 2 is negative 4. On the number line, start at 0, and we're going to add negative 4 to the left twice on the number line, landing on negative 8. Find the product of negative 2 times positive 4. When there is a negative at the beginning of your expression, look at that as take away. So we're going to take away two groups of positive 4. Since we don't have anything to start with, we're going to start with 0 pairs. Now we can take away two groups of positive 4. Now we are left with 8 negatives. Negative 2 times positive 4 is negative 8. Remember that this can be written as minus positive 4 minus positive 4, or negative 4 plus negative 4. On the number line, we will start at 0 and we will subtract a positive 4, which means we will move to the left 2 times, landing at negative 8. Find the quotient of 8 divided by negative 4. So we're going to take away groups of negative 4 to make positive 8. Adding sets of negative 4 won't make positive 8, so therefore we're going to have to start with 0 pairs. Now we're going to take away groups of negative 4 to make positive 8. Now we're left with positive 8. We took away two groups of negatives. So therefore, 8 divided by negative 4 is negative 2. On the number line, we'll start with 8, positive 8, and we're going to show that we're moving in the opposite direction. So we're going to start at 0, and we're going to subtract negative 4. When you subtract the negative, you move in the opposite direction. Let's look at negative 2 times negative 4. Remember, when there's a negative at the beginning of the expression, that means to take away. So let's take away two groups of negative 4. We're going to start with 0 pairs. And we're going to take away two groups of negative 4. Now we are left with 8 positives. This is like saying minus -4 minus -4, or rewritten as addition, +4 plus +4. Starting at 0, we're going to subtract -4 and subtract another -4, moving to the right on our number line. Remember, when subtracting a negative, move to the right on the number line, landing at a +8. Now let's try -8 divided by -2. We're going to split 8 negatives into groups of -2. There are 4 groups of -2. So on the number line, we'll start at -8, and we're going to move from 0, every -2 moving to the left, and we're going to move 4 times until we land on -8. Today's goals were to multiply and divide integers using number lines and counters, make connections and discover patterns, and practice operations with integers. Have a great day.